This month, it's Mopar or no car. Welcome back to the Four Horsemen. This is Tom from Spork Syndicate, together with Paul from Diecast Graveyard, Andrew from Maple Leaf Customs, and the mighty Skip from Crossroad Diecast Speed Shop. We are the Four Horsemen. Spinning right now is a Hot Wheels 68 Dodge Dart. It's got a little childhood patina, a scratch or two on the windshield, and still looks beautiful and fast. Let's take a look at what we've got. I've already drilled the posts. Let's crack her open. Body's got a little wear and tear, which is fine. Clear windshield, sweet. Black humdrum interior, and a chrome base with some axle rust showing. A happy accident. This Hot Wheels Custom 68 Camaro has the same wheelbase and will do nicely as a base for where I want to take this Dart. First off, gotta clip away a lot of things. When you made a base from one car to another car, you're going to have to get out some snippers because despite being little toy cars, there's a lot of engineering that goes into them. I also need to grind the fenders because I'm stancing this lower than stock. A first dry fit shows where I was planning to go at this point. Time to lose that hood scoop. Instead of a blower, this bad boy's gonna have twin turbos. Still not getting the fit I want. Maybe because it's a Chevy base and a Dodge chassis. More clipping and some grinding down of the interior and glass make everything kind of fit. While the paint stripper does its thing, I harvest a few interesting parts from a Hot Wheels mod speeder. I use not only the radiator, but I will use the front spoiler to give the Dart a longer profile. Out of the paint stripper, the first signs of trouble. I press on, bread clip for the firewall. Cut open a soda can as a cast for fender flares. I'm feeling much better now. Learn this trick watching Pete at Old Man Diecast. Use an old axle through your tube and file 2 holes near each end. These are where you'll put your glue to avoid freezing the wheels. Truth be told, Pete used a hacksaw blade. I'm much more comfortable with a hobby file. That's the ride height I want. Although you don't see it here, I painted the interior white because my intention was to paint this beauty purple. But I went from primer to Bondo to chase down some nooks and crannies. Switched to black primer, found more flaws. Hey, added a spoiler from Account Muscula. I thought I had all the room I needed, and I just didn't have any more fender left to grind. So I had to do something I didn't want to do, and change the stance just enough so everything could fit together without rubbing. Putty and Bondo failed me. So I brought out the big guns, JB Weld. Looking back, I should have left the tin strips in the fenders for more support. JB Weld, round 2. I'm using 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, and 7,000 grit sandpaper, but the fact that light passes through the wafer-thin fenders tells me I'm playing too close to the edge. JB Weld, round 3, now with styrene strip goodness. I could have stopped here. I should have stopped here. What in the Kermit the Frog is this? Merry Christmas, Kermit. I'm actually going somewhere with this. At this point, the body is less die-cast and more putty, JB Weld, and styrene. If I tried to strip the paint and start over, I think the whole thing would turn into dust. So I'm going this way, a black and red patina. Only I'm reverse engineering it and that damn Kermit green keeps peeking through. This might have been a good stopping point as well. I really like dry brushing and aging something, but this technique works for rust and has a very unfinished, craggly look. Kinda looks like molten lava right now. The black was overwhelming the red, so I painted the edges red and teased it out over the black. There are victories, and there are lessons. Let's just say I learned a lot from this build. 4 Horsemen community builds are open to all. You don't have to have a YouTube channel or a social media presence of any kind to participate. Each month, we do a recap video to showcase all those beautiful little builds from around the world. To have your custom included in our monthly recap, email a high-resolution widescreen or landscape photo, preferably on a white or light background, to 4horsemendiecast@gmail.com. And if you do have a social media presence, be sure to use the hashtag 4horsemendiecast so people can see your build. In May, we have 2 builds. May 18th is National Redline Day, commemorating the date in 1968 when Hot Wheels first hit the market. Restore any redline, be it from the original Sweet 16 or just some relic you have buried deep in your collection. I picked out a beat-the-heck Corvette for my build. May 31st, our theme is military. Any country, any force, and any vehicle. I've got something special in mind for mine. All right, let's take a look at my cautionary lesson in turning skinny cars into wide bodies. I like what I did, but I hate my execution. No matter what, I had fun, and I'm not making excuses. They can't all be masterpieces. Honestly, I'm not sure I've ever made a masterpiece, but I like what I do, and I hope you enjoyed this comedy of errors. For the 4 Horsemen, this is Tom, See you on the next one.